here, okay, so here we do a crazy. So this is to give a short intro. This is our 6th game of LVP against Ramboot, who was 5-0 before this. Where I'm playing Aphelios into Caitlyn, which is a pretty hard matchup. But we kind of know that they're going to swap because they picked Sack into Rumble and they've been swapping every single game. So we have a game plan that we are going to sit in this bush. Rumble is going to show on top wave. Enemy bot lane will think this Rumble's a fucking dumbass trying to get XP. And then they will go on Rumble and then we will kill them. That was the game plan. I think it's a really clever plan that I think should work because they're thinking, Caitlyn is thinking right now that Rumble is just trying to get XP. So here, once Nautilus hooks in, boom, we go in, we show, Leona flash Qs, we kill the Nautilus, but then here the problem starts to come. We chase the Caitlyn. And you know who's in our jungle? We know who's in our jungle. The second Sinsao are doing our jungle camps. And we end up trying to chase the Caitlyn here, because we want to kill her as well. But the second Sinsao are moving. You can see I'm clicking back. I'm a little bit hesitant on this play. It's kind of like... I think... Yeah... You know, I want to go top wave. I think here we kind of won the game with this cheese. I think this cheese was really, really good because what happens? Like, let's live in a hypothetical world where we don't chase Caitlyn here. So Caitlyn has to base, right? Because she's half HP, no sums. So what will happen is Rumble bases, TP's bot. Caitlyn has to base. Top wave is slow pushing into us. And Rumble gets to crash bot wave because nobody can be bot from enemy team. I'd say the game is kinda lost for them here. Because now they lost all their value of a swap, and Caitlyn shouldn't be able to farm for the next 3 to 5 minutes. It should be impossible for her to farm. I think Sack can't really TP bot, because if Sack TP's bot, where does Caitlyn farm? Caitlyn cannot farm top, because look at how Caitlyn's wave will be. What will happen is that Caitlyn's wave will be like this, and we can just freeze it, and we'll be level 3 by the time Caitlyn comes back, and we have sums, and Caitlyn doesn't have sums. So I think very, very difficult situation to play for them. And overall, it's still, I think, is not the end of the world, because now I'm going to be level 3, while Caitlyn is still level 1. And then, but we make a big mistake here. So we find Caitlyn trying to defend her jungle, bot side. And I was thinking, oh my god, we're going to kill Caitlyn here. It's huge. But we completely misplay it. And Caitlyn ends up not dying here. And we actually end up dying. I think all 3 of us die. And Caitlyn now is at 3 kills at 3 minutes. So it goes from being really, really good to really, really bad. And I go from being very far ahead to being kind of behind. Although I do still have one thing that's huge, and that's my XP lead. I'm up 2 levels, and I know Caitlyn is no sums. So I'm calling in comps here that I really want to try to get this Caitlyn shut down. I have root gun, everything is in our favor, but, and my team is not stupid, they know that if Caitlyn goes against me, she will just die. So they end up swapping again. So now Caitlyn is laning top against Rumble, and Sack is going to be coming bot lane. I have a little slow push going here. I end up pushing this because, okay, so here, why do I push this wave? So at first I'm freezing the wave, but then once I see Sack here, I know that I have to push this wave. Why do I have to push this wave? I have to push this wave to force Sack to TP bot. Because if Sack doesn't TP bot, I don't think my team can really enter topside. So I push this wave to force the Sack TP bot. And then I start hitting bot tower. I start hitting like tower with blue so I can get both damage on Sack and damage on the tower. I slowly whittle Sack down. It's very hard to kill him though because he has his blobs and like it's fucking, yeah, he has a lot of sustain. I think maybe if I played it better I could kill him, but it's kind of hard, just a lot of sustain on that guy. And I don't have insane items either. I end up getting red, white here. Then we do Drake. I think here I should just help with Drake, but I was kind of thinking I could kill Zac, but he ends up getting 6, so then I know I can't kill him anymore. He's just like too tanky. But overall, Zac doesn't farm here for a while Rumble does farm. So it wasn't like too bad for us, all in all, to be honest. And here I base after the cannon wave. I get a plate. I'm still really good in the game. I have BF sword, boots, dagger. I have gotten 3 plates on bot. I'm up 2 levels on Caitlyn. I really want to fight topside. I just really, really want to fight. Kolos does a really good cheese here, where he walks into 3rd bush through the alcove. You can see Leona position, and he's not spotted. And we end up getting onto the Caitlyn. We get her cleanse. Caitlyn does a good trap, flashes my Q ult. And now I just really want to dive the Caitlyn here before Xin Zhao can be here, because Xin Zhao is showing on bot. Here, I think Maokai should not do any camps. He should just run straight to top, and we dive Caitlyn on this cannon wave. But we end up not doing that. We do our camps instead. We miss our timer to dive top lane, because now Maokai did the camp, so he's not here for the wave crash. So we end up not being able to dive the Kate. It's all good. And then here I get hooked, which was kind of bad. I have to use my flash. I shouldn't get hooked here. I should just not get hooked there. It was just bad. End up chunking the Nolus quite a bit though, because I have really high damage. I know Xin Zhao here is looking to Q3 flash me, so I have to click back. Still end up getting the auto attack on him though. And I know that this should be a good fight, because, you know, even though I have no sums, the Nolus is so damn chunked. I feel like it shouldn't be losing for us. Nolus ends up flashing out. Here, we end up going for the Nautilus and the Caitlyn, but I think we should probably just go on the Xin Zhao, because the Xin Zhao ends up killing us fucking all, and ends up living as well. I think I couldn't really play this better on the Xin Zhao here. I could not go for this blue auto, maybe. I think if I don't go for this auto, maybe he can't flash auto attack me, but, you know, he has Thunder Sky, he's really fucking strong, and now Talia ult is in. And it ends up being a 2 for 2, which could be better, could be worse. Not really the greatest. And I feel like I'm still up 2 levels on the Caitlyn, but now she's actually like, she has a full item. I don't, and I wasn't really able to quite find the window to punish her like I fully wanted when she didn't have sums. And now I'm actually the one who kind of has to play on the defensive, because I don't have any sums. Overall, this game was kind of a lot of missed windows and a lot of misplays from us that caused this game to look a lot worse than it should have at this point of the game, but it's definitely still winnable. We end up dropping the grubs here, because Xin Zhao is... No, we end up actually fighting this. Let's see here. I thought we dropped it, but we end up fighting it. We find the Xin Zhao kind of isolated, although he can ulti to buy a lot of time. And we kind of use all our CC when he's ulting, so we can't really reach him. Probably I should hold my purple until his ult runs out. But I kind of wanted to cycle into red-white, but I think holding my purple would be better. So that I could root him later on, and maybe we could kill him. And then here I get a plate. I'm sitting on IE and base. I end up staying though. And we end up trying to dive top. They TP. I base for IE boots. And then I come back on midwave. Caitlyn gets a plate. She has like grubs as well. Overall, I'm still, I think, kind of same strength as Caitlyn. She has Collector Pickaxe. I have Infinity Edge Berserker Greaves. But, you know, kind of similar, I think. Not a huge difference. Now we're just kind of ping-ponging mid-waves. End up getting a good chunk on Caitlyn here. She walks into my blue AoE and then into my green Q. Then we are kind of playing for Herald, but they end up getting position because we're too late. I mean, Sek is here so early. Probably we should just stay on Rumble bot here and just keep pushing bot, and then we can play for a bot cross map, because we end up having to TP bot on Tristana, which is kind of awkward. And then we end up having to drop mid tower because they heralded. And overall, the game is like, it's kind of like we're kind of dropping every objective, and it's feeling a bit awkward to play. And for me, I just like want to fight. I know that I can outplay in team fights, and I know I can do stuff, but hard to get the prerequisites for it. Here, Nautilus really ints. I should probably root them faster, maybe, or maybe slower. I think I should hold my root until after he hooks, and then we Leona ult on my root, and then Nautilus should die, because he definitely inted. He just walked up for no reason and tried to hit the wave. So he should definitely die here. when I get this auto attack on him. Like whenever you get auto attacked by Aphelios with purple, I think you should die later on in the game. You can just chain CC it. But we end up not getting it. It's all good. And now just like kind of nothing's happening in the game. Just farming some camps, farming some mid waves. Kind of. We end up dropping this Drake for top tower. The game is pretty slow. Little game pacing. Here we have a fight. Enemy is kind of like walking into us on red buff. Here I think I misplayed pretty damn hard. I think I just tunneled too much on thinking, okay, like in my head here, I'm thinking I have white gun versus Xin Zhao. If I just stand on top of him and hit him, I'm gonna just murder him. But, I mean, as you can see, things didn't quite go according to plan. Nautilus hooks me, then ultis me, full CC chains me. I kind of have to flash out, dodge the Saki, and the fight looks a lot worse than it should have. Although I'm able to do some pretty crazy Aphelios mechanics here. So Aphelios turret kind of works like a lot of like how dashes would. If you can place it over the halfway point of the wall, it goes over the full wall. So here, I put the turret here, but normally the turret would never land here, right? It would never get all the way to this spot. That would be crazy. But because it's a wall, it's able to be put on the other side of the wall, and it ends up shooting the Caitlyn. So I get one proc on the Caitlyn from the tower, then I green ult, auto attack her. As the green ult is hitting her, get another proc, boom. She tries to flash out, but I'm too fast, boom, kill her. That was pretty nice. That was pretty nice. Bit of a montage there. But I don't like how I played this fight. I think I should just kite back here. Kite back here, wait out the Xin Zhao ult, stand like where the red buff is, put down a white turret, and I think I can really 1v9 this fight if I play it really well. And then I have to flash the Sack E or flash the Nautilus hook, something like that. But this was definitely not the way to play it, that's for sure. And then we just return to waves. Not much happening. Caitlyn ulting me for first strike. So good. I'm just getting my items, scaling. Hard to contest mid waves. They have pretty good champs to go on me when I don't have flash. Here I inted. I should do purple auto on the Nautilus instead of blue auto. If I swap to blue, my champ will shoot the purple auto, but instead I stayed on the purple. So I end up shooting a blue auto, so I can't root him. And here again, I think I should purple ult. I was thinking I could get a big blue ult here, because it kind of looks like they're 3-man stacked. But by the time I use my blue ult, they're not really stacked anymore. I think if I blue ult like right now, I can get a good blue ult. But I blew ult a little bit too late, so I end up only hitting the Xin Zhao for fucking like 200 damage, you know? It's like barely anything. And I sidestepped the Nautilus ult, but like now the fight, nothing is happening. I think if I purple ult there, maybe we can try to run them down. At least it should be better for sure, because then we have some chase potential, but without my purple ult, it's really hard to chase them down. And then here we get another fight going. I think Sack does not the best engage here. We end up getting the Sack blobs, but they actually, I get a crazy blue auto crit here that does insane damage. Like you can see, I do fucking, holy shit, so I do 600 damage to both their carries and the Nautilus. But the Talia TPs on the blobs, and we're kind of zoned out, and it's hard to like walk actually into them. So we end up just backing off. It was kind of awkward position. It's another fight that I think could have been good, but we don't really get anything good out of it. Kind of unfortunate. Yeah, it's like buffering. Why is it buffering? You took double adaptive? Nah. I go attack speed and then attack speed level 1 as well. Bro, what's this buffering? There we go. Okay, so I end up going Hurricane third this game. In my head, I was thinking the Hurricane proc value would have really, like, have good value, because when the, like, Sack, Nautilus, Xin Zhao are jumping in, I can do a lot. And also, like, I don't know, didn't feel like I had great alternatives. Didn't really want to go Yuntal. Could go BT, I think Lifesteal would be good too, but kind of wanted to go crit. I think I could go sit on a Zeal item and then go into crit. I think that would be decent. Here we start the Nash, but I have pretty bad weapons for Nash. I should use my purple here on the cannon to get rid of my purple faster. Because maybe if I have, like, if I'm cycling my purple faster, like here I should cycle purple on the raptor camp instead of blue. I should be cycling purple more in general here, because if I'm actually on red-white on this Nash, I think we can actually one-shot the Nash. So really important when you sit on blue-purple, that you use your purple at the same time as you use your blue, and then you just slightly finish your blue before your purple, because you don't want to end up in this situation, you know, where I'm now hitting the Drake with fucking purple. Because if I had red-white here, I mean, it's still going to be a flip, but we can actually at least try to take the Nash and then play for fight that way. But now it's just really awkward. We end up having to run away, and it ends up being a fight here, which I think... Let's see here. How does the fight go? I don't really remember this fight. Since our ultis, we kite it out. Maokai goes on the Talia, but Talia flashes away. I get CC chain for 5 years, and I'm dead. Yeah, well... I guess I could have flashed the Seki here. But it feels weird flashing the Seki, because nobody can follow up on the CC. But I guess it doesn't matter, because the CC is so long that I have to flash it. In my head, I'm thinking that they can't follow up on it, so I'm fine. But they were able to follow up on it just through the fact that they can chain CC me. So I do think here if I flash, I should flash like up, I think. If I flash up here, I mean, my camera is also kind of bad. I should be looking more at my own position. So if I'm looking more at my own position and I'm flashing the... flashing up here, I think I can really outplay this fight and maybe carry it, because I have 10 chakrams, you know? I have 10 chakrams. 10 chakrams is so strong. You see, I do 2 autos on Nautilus. I mean, the thing is, it's hard, right? If I'm being honest... Even if I flash the Sec E, it can be difficult, because Nautilus will ulti me, and then Sec will Q me, and then auto someone else to CC me. So maybe I still die, but it should be way better. It should be way better. I think if I do it, it's a winnable fight. Now, it's not a winnable fight. I don't think it's a full free win fight if I flash it, but it's definitely winnable. I think I can do a lot more. And that's always the goal, right? To do the most you can. So, pretty big mistake there. Although, the bright side is that I do have flash for next fight. They do get the Nash, but Xin Zhao dies, and we get Drake, which was not a terrible outcome. And I end up getting Hurricane here. I'm just farming. Oh yeah, here we find a pick on Caitlyn. We know she has no cleanse. She walks up to try to auto me. Calls us a good ulti. Big shutdown. Really nice. We chase them out here. We end up killing Xin Zhao, getting Nautilus Flash. To be honest, the game doesn't look too bad. The game doesn't look too bad. Let's see how we lose though. Okay, here was really cringe. I got a cringe attack. Okay. We see Talia doing Krugs. I know this Talia is trolling. I know she can't do Krugs. But here, we are playing very strangely. Like, I don't know why we take the portal. I don't know why we're recalling on Rumble. I don't know why Tristana is here. I just want to kill this Talia. You know? And I end up having to flash here. And I don't think I should ever have to flash here. Because if my Maokai is just like face shaking with me, then I don't think I need to flash. Maybe I don't even need to flash. And to be honest, maybe I shouldn't even flash. If I die, I die. I think. Because I should never flash here. It's so bad to flash here, because now next fight is really hard to play. And I think also after we kill Talia, we should never base. We should never base after we kill Talia. Like, they can't end the game, so we should push. Talia's dead for 50 seconds. Like, I think Rumble bases, Rumble Maokai bases, and maybe something like that. I think we have TP on Rumble and Tristana, maybe Rumble Tristana bases. At least we do something. I think we do something. We don't base as 5 at least. Basing as 5 I think is really troll. Because we got a pick. We need to get something out of this pick. You know? It's not so good, I think, because you're skipping mid when nobody can clear mid. I think we can, though. I don't think we need... Like, Leona doesn't need to be here. Tristana doesn't need to be here. It should just be me, Maokai, and Rumble. making this play, and Tristana Leona can clear this mid wave easily, I think.
Hello?
Especially when, like, you guys don't see us. But I think we're just making a big noob mistake, committing as 5.
For the LVP.
I mean, I think we don't care about tier 2. I think Talia dying for tier 2 should be worth because we can get tier 2 as well. I definitely think Talia doing Krugs is not good. I think it can just be me and Maokai making this play. Like, there's some different ways we can play it, but for sure Talia is dead, I think. And should die. Thank you, Luchitol, for the 6 months. And then we push out bot. I end up not basing here because I have nothing to base for. Drake is spawning, and this is the final fight of the game. I have red-white into green-white. I need to use up my purple on this mid-wave. But here, the problem comes from earlier. As I said, I use my flash. And playing Aphelios into Sec with no flash, no bueno, eh? No bueno. So now, here, for example, I want to contest this mid-wave, but I have no flash. Hard to walk up on this mid-wave. Very hard, I think. If I have flash, I can play more cocky. But without flash, I have to play really scared, I think. And here, since I have no flash, since our flash knockups me, then Sack jumps on me, then I get fucking Nautilus ult CC'd, just knockup into one-shot. It's a fucking Caitlyn headshot, one-shot. So, pretty anticlimactic end to the game. 4 seconds of CC into a one-shot. But it was something I talked about when I was watching one of my games from last week, was how important sums are in competitive play. And this is a perfect example of it. Because I wasted my flash on this play on Talia, on bot, this fight looks completely different if I had a flash, for example, and I flash when the Sack jumps here, where was it? If I flash when the Sack jumps here, this fight looks really, really different. It's also kind of unlucky that Maokai ends up knocking me up with the Nautilus ult. I mean, there's a lot of other things that also go wrong. But still, if I have flash, it's a very, very different outcome of a fight. At least the fight can look very differently. So yeah, I mean, Caitlyn did 1.5k damage with a fucking headshot auto. But was a pretty crazy game. Crazy level 1. A lot of misplays, I think, from both sides. Very much a fist fight. I think we played pretty passive after the early laning phase, when we could have played way more aggressive. But it's what it is. It's what it is. It was fun to play some Aphelios, though. That champ is for sure OP as well. I think all crit champs right now just feels fucking crazy good. It feels crazy good. Yeah. Yeah, we could have given this Drake. We could have given this Drake. But that's kind of hindsight as well, right?